when I took responsibility of this portfolio about 1.5 years ago now, we immediately recognized that the industry was crying out loud for sensible regulation. So we know that basically these operators were operating all across Europe and in other regions, in other continents, but there were no country that provided sensible regulation in a holistic way. So you can mention other jurisdictions that they have altered their financial services regulation to cater for particular products such as exchanges or ICOs. But there's no country in the world that has took and understood the whole technology in terms of DLT and provided a holistic regulatory environment. For example, Malta, on the 1st of November of 2018, we have enacted 3 set pieces of legislation. One piece of legislation that has established the Malta Digital Innovation Authority. It is a first in the world, whereby through that authority, it is acting like a regulator to cater for the technological part of this industry. And basically now we're offering also a service where you can certify particular platforms in terms of DLT and blockchain. It is on voluntary basis, but at least it's giving peace of mind for both the investors and consumers who would be using that particular product, that that product would be certified by a central authority such as a European country of Malta. We have also enacted another piece of legislation that caters for anything that has to do with virtual currencies. Those will be regulated under the already established Malta Financial Service Authority. So basically anything that has to do with virtual currencies now can operate within a regulatory framework, within an EU framework. So what we have done is we have taken, instead of a rules-based approach, we have taken a principles-based approach that would still follow EU rules, EU regulation, but allow for flexibility in this very technological, tech-savvy environment. And this was something that was needed by the industry, not to stifle innovation, because if you project a very rigid and rules-based approach to this industry, most probably this industry would go elsewhere and operate from somewhere else. And the question that we posed at an EU level was whether the European Union wants to lead or to follow in this area. And our answer to that question was we want to lead. Well, the European Union is a democratic institution. Everybody is entitled to his opinion, and it doesn't mean that we have to agree with everybody. It's a question of mentality, and it's a question whether you are ready to embrace change or not. As a country, we are in a situation, not only that, we have always been in a situation that we have no other choice but to embrace change. We are a small country, we cannot dictate international politics simply by our size. But by embracing change, we can do that. If we look, for example, in the iGaming industry, Malta is considered to be the top jurisdiction in Europe and one of the most respected jurisdictions in the world to regulate and offer a very robust regulation in terms of iGaming industry. That happened because we embraced change. The same happened with DLT. And the same will happen in other areas where we know that's uncharted territory. Maybe other big countries would think it twice before going or treading into those areas. But we have the political will to go in that direction. And that is something that we'll continue to be doing.